face mask at all times. Sanitize your hands. Maintain 1 meter distance between individuals at all times. Avoid convening in groups of any size in common areas. Refrain from shaking hands and any type of personal contact. Refrain from taking group photographs. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome to the 2021 graduation ceremony of APIIT Sri Lanka. May we kindly request you to keep your mobile phones switched off or on silent mode throughout the graduation ceremony. We kindly request you to refrain from walking in and out of the hall during the ceremony. We are shortly awaiting the walk-in of the procession. Thank you. The luminous brightness emanating from an oil lamp symbolizes wisdom, hope, and new beginnings. Today, as we embark on the 2021 graduation ceremony of APIIT Sri Lanka, we wish to honor age-old traditions by lighting of the oil lamp. May I now invite the following dignitaries for the lighting of the traditional oil lamp. Our guest of honor, Mrs. Haja Alafifi, Chairperson and Managing Director of Unilever Sri Lanka Limited. Mr. Bandula Egodage, Chairman of APIIT Sri Lanka. Mr. Roshan Egodage, Chief Executive Officer of APIIT Sri Lanka. Ms. Himara Shefali Vijayasinghe and Mr. Dinindu Ishankar Jayavira representing the graduates. Please remain standing as the eminent members do the honors. Thank you to the distinguished invitees for doing the honors. Please be seated. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of APIIT Sri Lanka for the year 2021. Graduation is a significant and precious occasion. It is the culmination of purposeful hard work, astonishing academic achievement, and unwavering success. It is a time of celebration and victory that marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another in life. Moreover, it is a special occasion for all of you who have supported and encouraged our graduates during their stay at APIIT. We are delighted to welcome all of their families and friends to our celebrations. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates as they embark on the next phase of their lives. May I now invite Dr. Hasuli Pereira, Head of Business School, APIIT Sri Lanka, to declare the graduation ceremony open.
I declare the graduation ceremony open for the conferment of degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Pereira. I would now cordially invite Mr. Bandula Egodage, Chairman of APIIT Sri Lanka, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Aibowan, Vanakkam. Today, our guest of honor, Mrs. Haja Ali Fifi, Chairperson and Managing Director, Unilever Sri Lanka Limited. In fact, I'm deviating a little bit of my speech. I just want to say very big thank you for your presence, madam. Being a chairperson of the leading multinationals in Sri Lanka, she has dedicated entire day for the celebration of your day, my dear students. As you all know that due to COVID restrictions, we broken the graduation into 3 parts. But she was kind enough to accept our invitation, not as only as a guest of honor, to stay with us. I mean, these days, being at top of the multinational, spending 1 day is not that it's a joke. But when I asked her, she said that it is giving to the society, being with the students the entire day, and is a pleasure. So, what I want to say today, gentlemen, my dear kids, you are becoming a graduate, but you become a graduate not to get the title. You become the graduate and you are going to the society, you want to learn more, not because of a title remain, because you want to give something back to the society, following footsteps of the chairperson of Unilever. You will be a CEO one day. I'm 100% sure the skills and the talents that you have, we wish you all the very best in that sense. But I'm telling you, there is no big places. It's only your attitude and the passion and the willingness. So I changed my traditional speech into that. Once again, madam, it's a great pleasure and honor to be with us for the betterment of my children here today. It's a great inspiration. Let me start with my planned speech. Distinguished invitees, graduates, their proud parents, colleagues, and all my media friends, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Mr. Roshan Godage, once again, CEO, APIIT, and students, I would like to welcome all of you. I'm very proud to announce that today, we are graduating a total of 397 students from Staffordshire University, UK. 397 graduates. Clearly, the students have completed their studies with distinction, bringing honor to themselves, their families, Staffordshire University and APIIT. Especially, you have accomplished this academic milestone during a very, very challenging time pertaining to the pandemic. Still, we are going on a pandemic, but you guys never go away from your studies. In the same time, APIIT never let you go away from the other track. So thank you for both parties, for you being a graduate today and giving the right direction from the APIIT family. APIIT is a student-centric institution that devotes its efforts and resources to consistently improve student learning and maintain their well-being. We inspire to create an environment that encourages love for the intrinsic value of learning in our students. At APIIT, our purpose is to constantly live in our values and nurture empathetic leaders who strive to uplift lives. Today, you are the leaders of the future. As you all know, we have a record of 100% employability of our graduates, with 90% finding employment within 3 months of completing their studies. Many people already left the country, many people have committed their employment today. Many of you all have already got your employment. Likewise, so that is the specialty of APIIT. I'm very happy and very proud. I'm confident that a large number of the students graduating today are already employed. Our business school focuses on instilling entrepreneurship skills. School of Computing orients its training to the changing needs of the industry. Law school has a focus on skill development, and graduate school on gaining industry exposure. As a parent, you know that reason. That is why you put your loving son or daughter into APIIT, to select one of these disciplines. Today you got the harvest. Let me now turn to the graduates. This day is all about you and what you have achieved through hard work and dedication. I'd like to convey our warmest congratulations to each and every one of you on your splendid personal achievement. Your parents and family, very much part of today's celebration. Their guidance and sacrifices have contributed immensely to your success. We are pleased to have their presence here filled with pride and no doubt a sense of relief too. Similarly, your teachers and administration at APIIT play a vital role in your academic journey. They created a supportive learning environment where you could thrive and achieve your full potential. It is indeed with a sense of fulfillment that our academic and administrative staff will watch you walking up to the stage shortly to receive your degree and medals. It's a great sense of satisfaction in me as the chairman and the entire staff, and also all of us as parents, walking to the stage to get the conferment of the degree. It's a dream that every parent has. Probably I'm sharing today the same dream in order to have my personal aspiration as well. So, graduation is not end of the learning, rather it's beginning of a new chapter, as I said earlier. You are entering in a world that has become more competitive and complex with globalization. I believe the training you had received at APIIT has given you not only the academic excellence, but also the skills to be competitive and thrive in this global environment. I'm confident you will embark on a journey of lifelong learning. Not only the academic excellence, we always want to you become the very important person for the society, like build leaders all the time, that we believe as a mantra. You are invited to strengthen our bonds as alumni and interact close with the students and staff of APIIT. We look forward to supporting you in your further studies and career development. APIIT will continue to grow in quality, relevance, and in our capacity to contribute to higher education. In this continuous development, we wish to be associated with our graduates and learn from their experience. Let me talk to my loving parents in Tamil language. Another Andana Petrogale, இன்றைய பட்டமளிப்பு விழாவிற்கு உங்களே அன்புடன் வரவேற்கின்றேன். இன்று நீங்கள் மிகவும் மகிழ்வாக இருப்பீர்கள், நாங்களும் மிகவும் மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்கின்றோம். உங்களுடைய பிள்ளைகளை பற்றிய உங்களது கனவுகள் இன்று நானுகம் நாள் නන්දු ගෞරවනීය දෙමව්පියන් ඉතාමත්ම ගෞරවයෙන් පිළිගන්නවා. මම දන්නවා දෙමව්පියන් හැටියට තමුන්නාන්සලාගේ සිත් තුළ නැගෙන සතුට. අපි අපිත් හැටියට දන්නවා තමුන්නාන්සලාගේ අපේක්ෂාවන්, අපේ දරුවන්ගේ උවමනාවන් සපුරාලන්නට දීපාර්ශිකව එක්වීමෙන් අද සමාජයට වැඩදායි පුද්ගලයන් හැටියට සහ උපාධිධාරීන් හැටියට මේ සමාජයට එක් කරන්නට හැකීම පිළිබඳ තමුන්නාන්සලාගේ වගේම දෙමව්පියන් වගේම අපේ ගුරුවරු වගේම APIIT ආයතනයත් එකසේ සතුටු වෙනවා. බොහොම ස්තුතියි තමුන්නාන්සලාගේ ධෛර්යයට, ගෞරවයට සහ තමුන්නාන්සලා ගත්ත අධිෂ්ඨානාත්මක මෙහෙවරට මේ දරුවන් යාමග හරවන්නට. It is now time to go forth and chase your dreams. My warmest congratulations and best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
Thank you, Mr. Egodege. Among many proud members who are celebrating the success of graduates today, we have Staffordshire University UK, our proud partner university for over 20 years. Professor Liz Barnes, Vice Chancellor of Staffordshire University UK, will be addressing the gathering now via video as she is unable to be here in person due to the pandemic.
Hello, I'm Professor Liz Barnes, Vice-Chancellor and Chief Executive of Staffordshire University. On behalf of our globally connected university, it gives me great pleasure to join APIIT Sri Lanka, Mr Bandula Agadaji, Mr Roshan Agadaji on this very special day. This has been a year like no other, and you are graduating in an uncertain world, a world rocked by the global COVID-19 pandemic. but today I am here to congratulate each of you on your achievements. We recognise that you have already overcome significant challenge to complete your studies, and you are equipped with the practical skills, knowledge and internationally recognised qualification to excel in our changed world. Our university is committed to delivering high-quality education across the world, and it is a source of great pride that we are included in the Times Higher Education World University Rankings, which recognises the world's leading research universities. We began working in partnership with APIIT Sri Lanka in 2000, and we pride ourselves on shaping graduates who are equipped to take on the challenges and careers of tomorrow, at the same time as transforming the student learning experience. The pandemic has tested the resolve of our institutions and students and shown us what we are capable of. I hope we can all learn from this and be stronger for it. I have no doubt that you will take what you have learnt and your experiences and join thousands of curious and daring Staffordshire University alumni who are changing their industries, sectors and societies for the better. As Vice-Chancellor, I have had the pleasure of meeting with alumni who have gone on to achieve great things. It gives me enormous pride that our graduates from Staffordshire University and APIIT Sri Lanka are transforming communities and contributing to our university's global reputation. Please always remember that wherever your future leads and whatever you go on to achieve, you are now Staffordshire University alumni and an important part of our connected university community. Our goal is to make every one of our students proud to be staffs, and I have no doubt that you will make us proud of you. Enjoy your special day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now respectfully invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Haja Alafifi, Chairperson and Managing Director of Unilever Sri Lanka, to address the congregation.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. How are we feeling? I see an audience that is about to fall asleep. Is that normal? No? Okay. Then I'll ask a question. How are you doing today? I need an answer. How are you doing today? Good. See? Are you good? Are you excited? We are so proud of you today. Today you made yourself proud and you made your family proud. I know today we have two groups. We have groups of fresh graduates about to start the active life, and we have MBAs. MBAs means some of you are already engaged in the active life. And I thank you for having invested and put even more money on your development to continue and further your studies. So let me first start by doing the thank yous. I would like to start by thanking Mr. Roshan Egodage, CEO of APIIT, Mr. Bandula Egodage, fellow businessman and chairman of APIIT, Dr. Rohanta Atukorola, head of graduate school, Mr. Gamindu Hemachandra, chief academic officer, to all the lecturers, faculties, and staff. Thank you so much for inviting me. Today I have learned so much. I have learned how much it is important to be there, one and another, and to be proud of each other. You know, this is the third time that we do this. Each time we give the diploma, I see it in the eyes of the mother or the dad that are taking that picture on top of all the pictures that we will be taking. It's a very special day, and thank you for including me within it. You know, the reality is about many years, I must confess something more than 20 years, I also sat just like you. And I didn't realize the importance of that day. You know, for the grads, life is about to start. This is the time where you choose what you want to do, the career you want to take, the partners you want to be with, or the family you want to start, the values you would like to live by, and the legacy you want to leave behind. For the MBAs, this is also the time to check, pause and check, where are you in your career? Is it what you want to do? Are you enjoying it? Do you want to continue? And are you giving it your best? I honestly wish someone had told me that I had to pause that day of my graduation and think about it. So today I need you to be mentally present. I know you're physically here, but I want you to ground yourself. Ground yourself in a day which you will never forget about. 20 years on, I completely remember every minute of it. But the reality is, a graduation, an MBA, a doctorate will give you a job. I grant you that. And actually, without it, very difficult to get a job. However, it will not get you a career. So I need to break the news that you will never finish studying, including those that have finished their MBA. You will continue learn, you will continue grow, you will continue study. You will learn from people, you will learn from your colleagues. And just like you have trusted your teachers, your support system when studying, now you need to learn that you continue to trust, or you have to continue trust a new bunch of people. Maybe some people that didn't have your diplomas, but they have experience. They know how to live life. So that's for me the first thing which I'd like to share. Never forget, or remember, your student membership of life starts today. Now, the second thing which I'd like to say is probably for both groups, the grads and the MBA. How do we define success? Who defines success? Is it you? Is it society? Is it your salary? Is it the car you drive or the size of your house? Or is it how you feel about yourself? Whether you have achieved what you wanted to achieve, and whether you feel as you grew up in your career, you have brought people along with you. I'll let you choose. And what is failure? Is failure not having a job in the first month of the diploma? Or is failure accepting a job which you do not do well? So I'd like to share with you, some of the aspects which have guided me during my working life. And again, I think this continues to guide me today, 20 years on. Whether I was a manager, a director, a chairperson, it didn't change. The first one is actually to choose. Choose doing the difficult right over the easy wrong. Now you would say, what is the easy wrong? You will be compelled to take decisions. It's always easy to do a job half well, or to just do whatever your boss is telling you to do. That is, for me, the easy wrong. The difficult right is to pause and think, how can I do it in a better way? How can I change the status quo? How can I lead a generation? Each one of you is unique. It is a fact. Your genetics cannot be copied by anybody. So how can I do, or how can you do that difficult right? And I believe by adding to your values integrity, fairness, honesty, respect, you will absolutely know when you're doing the difficult right decision over taking the exit door. You will also hopefully sleep better. So that was number one. Number two, and I must say, I think this probably defines how I see life. I believe each one of us has his and her own chances. So the least we want to do is to start competing between us. Oh, my friend got more salary than me. He bought a car before me. His wife has 2 cars. All of that is nuisance to your brain. Because when you compare yourself to others, you only are lowering. Yes, you lower your bar. Because your bar, you're the only one who should set it up. So my bar is whether I have earned my salary well, whether I feel at night in my conscience that I have done my very best. And with that, a career can be built instead of how do I compare myself to others. For me, the third one is very important. You know, the one element we all share, undividedly share, is time. 24 hours is 24 hours for each one of us, same. And you're busy, you will get more busy. So it's very important that we choose how we spend our time. Yeah, I can spend my time binging on Netflix, no? There was lockdowns, we were all binging on The Voice. Now the issue is, if we do that every day, then where are we spending our time? 20 years of my life have gone so quickly, and I wish someone could unwind the clock for me and said, please choose your distractions carefully. Maybe instead of binging, maybe this time you will read a book. So for me, that's 3 things which I'll try to always do. One is the difficult right decision over the easy wrong. The second one is to ensure I don't compare myself and I live up to my expectations. And the third one is to choose where I dedicate my time. But there is one, and specifically to this group. If you miss, I must say, it will be hard in the future. Relationships. Anything business is relationships. The way you form relationships mean that you go beyond the hello and thank you, but you try to understand how can I give something to the person in front of me. And I would always say this word. I really believe when we feel each other's struggles, that's when we become alive. That's when we become human. If you feel me today, I'm excited, I'm nervous, because I don't know if I will make an impact. And me sharing that with you means that you can feel me and I can feel you and you can understand I'm not chairperson, but I'm also a human. When you do this, you will understand what it means to give to others. At Unilever, we are a large group. We're more than 3,500, 100,000 retailers, but all are working for one cause, the cause of giving livelihoods. And if each one of us started thinking only me, you know, I need this, I need that, then what will we become? Is this leadership? Is this doing the difficult right? Absolutely not. So the fourth one, which I leave you with, whenever you have a chance, whenever you can, make sure that you have built a circle of relationship that is built on trust and that you can give back, no matter how small. Giving back does not mean that it has to be grand, can be even to your circle of friends or parents and therefore community and society. So look, I know that I'm standing between you and the diploma, so I'll make this short. I will just end by saying the world needs more leaders Leaders today have failed us massively. They have failed us not understanding how can we cope and how can we run the world. The world is upside down. We need you. We need you to change the status quo. We need you to lead the future generation, to take risk, to show us the path. So I'd like you to stand up tall, rise up to the occasion, do not fail to lead. I would like to congratulate you once again on this amazing achievement today. And I wish you best of success in your new endeavors. I know Unilever is a proud taker of many APIIT graduates, so I might see some of you back at the office. Thank you so much, and I wish you a grand ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Alafifi. You are such an inspiration for all our graduates, and we are honored by your presence today. Now, may I invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Haja Alafifi, Chairperson and Managing Director of Unilever Sri Lanka Limited, and Mrs. Mihiri Hapuarachi, Head of Academic Administration and Registrar of APIIT Sri Lanka, to award the degrees on behalf of Staffordshire University, UK. The graduates of Bachelor of Arts Honours, International Business Management, and Bachelor of Science Honours, International Business Management will be presented by Dr. Hasuli Pereira, Head of Business School of APIIT Sri Lanka.
Good evening, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I present the following students for the conferral of their awards. Could I kindly request the audience to congratulate each graduate with a hearty round of applause as they walk onto the stage to receive their degrees. Bachelor of Arts Honours, International Business Management, First Class Honours. In absentia, Mr. P.C. Abesekara. Miss F.Z.M.Z. Ali. Miss S.M. Bhaskaran. Mr. D.T. Edrivira. Mr. S.V. Hatarasingha. Miss J.A.M.D. Jayasuriya. Miss D.W.L. Kumaraperu. Mr. K.D.R. Pramukh. Miss A.D.R. Ravindika. Mr. R.H.S.T. Samaratunga. Miss C.Y. Suryarachi. Bachelor of Arts Honours, International Business Management, Second Class Honours, First Division. Miss K. Abhinaya. Miss F. A. Aziz. In absentia, Mr. O. E. Christie. Miss R. R. De Silva. Mr. P. V. S. Fernando. Mr. J. P. Jayasinghe. Mr. U. Kaldeen. Mr. A. I. Kapuruge. Miss K. A. Y. R. O. Karunanayaka. Mr. T. S. Kichilan. Miss A. Mahendran. Miss S. A. Mateen. Mr. K. M. M. P. Pereira. Miss M. A. K. Pumini. Mr. A. Puvanendran. Mr. R. K. A. D. S. L. Rajapaksha. Miss H. Ratnayaka. Mr. S. F. Sanjeev. Mr. N. R. Saturoli Bhavan. Mr. S. Thambiraja. Mr. V.A. Veerasinghe. Mr. P.A.M.S. Vijayagunawardana. Mr. M. Yasir. BA Honours, International Business Management, Second Class Honours, Second Division. Mr. M.S.S. Ahmed. Mr. T.G.H.M. Bandara. Miss P.D.V.A. Gunatilaka. Mr. G.A.M.R. Pereira. Mr. H. Rafhan. Mr. N. M. Saeed. In absentia, Mr. Y. W. Samaravira. Bachelor of Arts Honours, International Business Management. Mr. A. D. M. Adhikari. Mr. L. A. M. U. Ali. Mr. R. S. Samsudeen.
We kindly request you to adhere to the following COVID-19 health guidelines throughout your time at the APIIT Sri Lanka graduation. Wear a face mask at all times. Sanitize your hands. Maintain 1 meter distance between individuals at all times. Avoid convening in groups of any size in common areas. Refrain from shaking hands and any type of personal contact. Refrain from taking group photographs. Thank you.
Bachelor of Science Honours, International Business Management, First Class Honours. Miss F. H. Aziz. Miss D. L. De Silva. Miss R. Dharmalingam. Mr. D. I. Jayavira. Mr. S.H.D. Maulana, Miss A.N.F. Nufla, Miss H.P.I.U. Patirana, Mr. J.N.A.P. Ryan, Miss P.D.T. Pulasha, Miss B.P.K.H.O. Senaratna, Miss A. Shiham, Miss H.S. Vijay Singha, could I kindly request the audience to, give the graduates an exuberant round of applause, please, as they walk onto stage. BSc Honours International Business Management, Second Class Honours, First Division, Miss A.A. Adil, Miss M.I.F. Asma, Mr. M.F.M. Fazlat, Miss D.M. Fernando, Mr. H.R. Hamid, Mr. M.H.H. Hamdan, Mr. M.A.M. Hussain, Miss S.V. Kolonnage, in absentia, Miss M. Mitusha, Miss R. M. G. Muruma, in absentia, Miss S. S. Steiner, Miss W. M. G. K. G. N. V. Veerakon, BSc Honours International Business Management, Second Class Honours, Second Division, Mr. M. R. S. Fernando,
Thank you, Dr. Pereira. Thank you, Mihiri. And thank you, Mrs. Alafifi. Now, the graduates of Master of Business Administration will be presented by Dr. Rohan Tatukorala, Head of Graduate School of APIIT Sri Lanka. May I once again invite our guest of honor, Mrs. Haja Alafifi, and Registrar and the Head of Academic Administration, Mrs. Mihiri Hapuarachi.
Master of Business Administration distinction, Ms. KISD Aberatna. Ms. T. Balasubramaniam. Mr. M.H. Bashir. Ms. N.G. Egodage. Mr. T.M. Y.C. Gogahagoda. Mr. U.A.D. Jayasekara. Ms. D.U.K. Jayavardhana. Ms. A. Jaikandan. Ms. S.P.R. Nayanatara. Ms. M.S. Polvattagedara. Ms. G.S.D. Ized Rajapaksa. Mr. T. Serasinghe. Ms. P. Vigneswaran. Ms. D.C.J. Varnasurya. Master of Business Administration Merit, Mr. Y.W.A.Y.H. Alves. In absentia, Mr. K.R. Ambavatta. Miss M.A.M. Banu. Mr. K.L.N.T. Jayasekara. Ms. K.G. K.T. Dayaratna. Ms. A.N. Edrivikrama. Mr. A.R.F. Fernando. Ms. W.A.M.H. Fernando. Miss W.N.M. Fernando. Mr. W.W.J.R.A. Fernando. Mr. D.H.J. Gunawardena. In absentia, Mr. T.H. Gunawardena. Mr. H.C.I. Hettiarachi. In absentia, Mr. M.N.M. Ikram. Mr. K. Kanakeshtan. Mr. K.M.J.S. Karaliyadda. Mr. N. Kaviraj. Mr. S. Kiritaran. Mr. L.A.L.E.L. Lianarachi. Miss H.L.S.B. Lianage. Miss R.D. Mohoti. Mr. V. Nagendran. Mr. R.A. Nambuasam. Miss B.G.A. Nayantara. Mr. T.S.I. Piris. Mr. C.K.S. Pereira. Miss G.N.J. Pereira. Miss G.S.P. Pereira. Mr. L.M.S. Silva. Mr. M.G.M. Sirivardhana. Miss P.S.C. Somasiri. Mr. S.A.S.C. Subasingha. Mr. U.H.B.G. Viswajit. Mr. M.P. Wanyachi. Miss H.G. Vikramatilaka. Master of Administration pass, Mr. M.Y. Abe Sindara. In absentia, Miss DSWM Mahaliana. Mr. PGP Mitsuka. Miss KDB Subhashini. Mr. TNM Wazan. Mr. P.A. Vikramasuriya. Thank you, Madam. On behalf of the Staffordshire University, I confer the degrees of Bachelor of Arts Honours, International Business Management, Bachelor of Science, International Business Management, Master of Business Administration on those presented to me for the respective awards.
Thank you, Dr. Athakorala, and thank you so much, ma'am. Congratulations to all our graduates on your outstanding individual achievements. You started as a novice. As APIIT Sri Lanka, we inspired your love for learning. For you to work hard despite numerous challenges. Today, you've accomplished successful completion of your first degree and your master's degree, and now it is time to celebrate your success with your family, loved ones, and friends. Always remember that you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you'll ever know. We wish you good luck, and may all your efforts yield a positive outcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to award the gold medal to the best performers of the business degree program and the master's degree program. I respectfully invite once again our guest of honor, Mrs. Haja Alafifi, Chairperson and Managing Director of Unilever Sri Lanka Limited, to do the honors. And I also invite Mrs. Mihiri Hapuarachi, Head of Academic Administration and Registrar of APIIT Sri Lanka. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gold Award for the best performance of the Bachelor of Science Honours, International Business Management of the class 2021 goes to Mr. Dinindu Ishankar Jayawira. Gold Award for the best performance of the Master of Business Administration of the class 2021 goes to Ms. Divya Balasubramaniam. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for all our gold medalists. Thank you very much, ma'am, and thank you so much, Mihiri. And now I invite our gold medalist, Mr. Dinindu Ishankar Jayavira, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good evening. Our guest of honor, Mrs. Haja Halafifi, Chairperson and Managing Director of Unilever Sri Lanka Limited, Mr. Bandule Godage, Chairman of APIIT Sri Lanka and the Directorate, heads of schools and departments, academic staff, administrative and support staff, proud parents, family, friends, and my dear colleagues. Change. Yes, change, the only one which is constant. In our past 3 years' journey to this stage, you have faced change as no one did before in history. You may have lost loved ones, friends, and family members during this time. You may have faced financial difficulties. You may have had self-doubt and despairing thoughts. You have been restricted to your house. Friends, family, lovers, relatives, all these people were isolated from your lives. We, as a batch, have been physically separated by this global pandemic. Yet, my dear friends, you have emerged victorious today, overcoming all the odds. Therefore, I see each one of you here today as a winner and a true champion. I am greatly honored to address you today in this special occasion on behalf of the class of 2021. My journey was not different to yours. From day one at APIIT, change was something I experienced daily. I had to step out from my comfort zone and I started to face the realities of life, and it was not an easy task. I am a firm believer in the law of attraction. Throughout my journey at APIIT, I have experienced this over and over again. I believe that you can achieve anything or become anyone. It all depends on how badly you want it. Joining Unilever Spark's student ambassadorship program was something which I always wanted since I got to know about this program. And when I got into this program and experienced the Unilever culture, the next thing I badly wanted was to somehow join Unilever as an employee. I invested my time to learn from the people I met throughout my Sparks tenure. I went to all the virtual talks, events organized by Unilever, even when I was traveling back home after lectures by train. I was preparing myself, and trust me, opportunities come. And when it does, the last thing you want to be is not ready. Today, I'm so grateful to be working for Unilever with the e-route to market team. And also, it gives me immense pleasure to have the chairperson of Unilever Sri Lanka along with all other distinguished guests in this convocation. My dear colleagues, for the past 20 years, our lives have passed on from one stage to another in a more of a box-like manner. All of us in grade 6 went to grade 7, irrespective of the marks we got. But from today, my dear friends, the box will change into a pyramid. To go up in the ladder is to go up in this pyramid. And as you know, the higher you go in the pyramid, the narrower it becomes. I would like to share a few pieces of advice to you as a take-home message. And I believe that this will help you to be on the top of the pyramid one day. First one, attitude. You may be starting off your careers in a very junior level, but having the right attitude will always highlight you and always be recognized within the right crowd. and eventually take you a long way. Always remember that when the front door and the back door are blocked, there is always a third door to get to your target. Secondly, be a master in what you do and know why you do it. I would like to quote Napoleon Hill. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Today, we all are equal with the same degree from the same university. But in the next 20 years ahead, what will make us different is the skills we master and how fast we do it. We know people who are taskmasters. They have excelled in a particular task for many years, so much that they are comfortable in the way they are, hence stuck in the middle of the pyramid. My dear friends, my advice to you is learn, experience, and move on, and repeat this, all while questioning why you do it. Thirdly, always and always do the right thing. In future, everyone here will be senior managers, CEOs, entrepreneurs, founders of companies. On that day, there will be situations where you have to make tough decisions. There will be situations you must take the unpopular decision to do the right thing. The truth is that you will always know the right thing to do. The hard part is doing it. Don't ever be hesitant to do the right thing, even when no one is looking. Fourthly, be humble. Ralph Emerson once said, "A great man is always willing to be little." I met some very humble people at APIIT. From them, I learned that being humble will always keep you contented and approachable. The degree we earn today should not be used as a mere jewelry for us to feel superior to others, but should be used as a tool to help others see the light in the darkness, solve world problems, and create a better world. The fruits of success we are enjoying today is all thanks to the effort and support of many people in our lives. Some of them are here today with us, but some may not. But we must always remember and be ever grateful to everyone who contributed to our journey. Starting off from our beloved parents who have unconditionally cared for our well-being and our success, who have dreams of us achieving heights in life which they could not, who have sacrificed their dreams for us. My dear parents, thank you for believing in us and continuously supporting us in each and every way. We are thankful for the Staffordshire University and its staff for providing the opportunity to graduate with a prestigious internal British degree with the comfort of staying in our motherland. I would also like to thank the guests of honor for your presence in this occasion. Your words of wisdom added guidance and direction, and most importantly, purpose for our lives. There is a Japanese proverb which says, "Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great lecturer." And APIIT has a whole panel of great, talented lecturers. And when I say great, I mean the best. My dear lecturers, you taught us the most complex theories with very simple examples. You taught us the same thing repeatedly in different methods when we couldn't understand. You tried doing many things to make online learning engaging for us. You empowered us and intrinsically motivated us to be the best versions of ourselves. Yet, we might have done things in class which broke your heart. So I make this moment to humbly apologize from all the lecturers on behalf of the class of 2021. The humbleness, care, patience, and compassion you showed throughout our undergraduate life will always be remembered. My dear lecturers, thank you for everything. APIIT Library has a special place in our hearts. It has always been the go-to place for me to clear off my mind and focus. It was the place where I learned and was empowered to productively spend daily traveling time, which was around 4 hours for me daily by train. Even when I was stuck at home during lockdown, library staff made sure that we were empowered to carry out our studies by sharing online versions of textbooks, study material, and organizing events. Dear library staff, thank you. Support rendered to us by the IT staff is highly appreciable, starting off from ensuring a smooth operation of the LMS to helping out us during last moment assignment submissions. Thank you. I will fail in my duty if I miss to thank the academic administrative staff at APIIT. Your pre-planning and highly organized work enabled us to complete our degrees on time and made our stay at APIIT comfortable. We learned responsibility, accountability, and administrative importance to life from you. I sincerely thank the Student Support Services for being there for us, constantly checking on our well-being and supporting us to keep our heads straight, especially when the isolations and lockdowns were affecting our physical, mental, emotional, and most importantly, purposeful well-being. Not to forget the finance staff who supported us, our parents, and kept our parents at ease every time there were challenges. And maintenance staff who always provided us a clean and hygienic campus. I truly thank the security service staff for ensuring a safe campus space for all of us to study in. Our gratitude should reach to the graduation committee who have taken tremendous effort to make this convocation a success with all the uncertainties and restrictions. Thank you. Today, we may say goodbye to the last-minute assignments, to the grappling video presentations, to the ever-memorable times on the 5th floor, to Turnitin plagiarism checks, to the most comfortable bean bags where we used to have a nap, and so much more. But we do not say goodbye to the people we met. We do not say goodbye to the lovely people who taught us. We do not say goodbye to the friendships we made. We do not say goodbye to all the fun we had. We do not say goodbye to how we stood for each other during difficult times. And we do not say goodbye to all the memories we made. We never say goodbye to APIIT. We will carry APIIT name with us as its proud products, and we will always remember you and be there for you. Now, may I now invite all my graduates to stand up. Please rise. Please give a thundering round of applause for each and everyone who made you walk on this stage today. Thank you. My dear friends, the journey has just begun. I would like to end with a quote from Charles Darwin. It's not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, Dinidu. And now, may I invite Dr. Rohan Tatukorala, Head of Graduate School of APIIT Sri Lanka, to declare the closing of the graduation ceremony.
I declare this graduation ceremony closed.
Thank you, Dr. Korala. And to conclude the proceedings for the day, may I please request you to rise for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of APIIT Sri Lanka, we thank you for gracing this solemn occasion and joining us to celebrate the success and achievements of our graduates. We commit to revolutionize the higher education landscape by igniting passion for the intrinsic value of learning and by inspiring love for learning. We are honored to be chosen as the institution of your best preference to complete your degree. Now, may I please request you to rise and remain standing at your seats till the procession leave the hall.